Okay, Shalom. Hey, call hello, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. Call meaning all. You know, what I just said was all praises to the Heavenly Father and His Son. Um, and then Bahashim Kakwadash, in the name of the Holy Spirit. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. The ones that's looking to make it out of here with grace, hope, mercy, you know, doing the works and fulfilling your tasks that the Lord puts in front of you. Right? So, what I was going over is how, if you don't have vision, the power that you have is useless, right? You could be the strongest man in the world, but if you don't have vision, if you don't have that ultimate foresight, man, it's useless, man. If you ever look like one of the Bruce Lee, he's a well-known philosopher. If you want it, whatever, you know, and he always had some type of bright ideas or some he had substance, whatever that means, but he had some type of value to bring forth to the table. Not saying you could compare it to the truth, because you can't compare none of that to the truth. All right, because the truth is a perfect, well balanced fighting style. You want to call it? Yeah, man, because it's super well balanced, man. It corrects you. Not only it corrects you, but you be able to attack somebody without even looking, without even taking a swing, just be able to cut them with a word. That's why it's the ultimate fighting strategy, is to use the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, man. Because like I was talking about, right, is power without vision is useless, right? And spirit is, you can't use it, man. You need to have some type of guidance, right? So that's why people gain power and they become greedy, stingy, and then just shedding innocent blood, man. That's what you have today, man. Esau, that's why he's a bastard, man. He don't have the vision, because this is the ultimate vision. The words, the spirit, of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, because look, again, as an example, I got an example. Jake, what they like to do, they like to learn the law or just learn from a video and get pulled over, and they want to be an asshole, right? So, hey, it's what you get at. Which majority of the times, what you put forth is what you get back. So if you want to be an asshole, Esau's going to be an asshole right back. That's why the scriptures say, agree with thy adversary while he is in the way. So if you want to play games, I'm thinking about the Jake on I-95. State trooper pulled him over for something. Like, he could have just got a simple ticket and then been out, or like I said before on the street, he could have got that ticket, fought it in court. Cop probably would never even came, man. You never know. But he wanted to be a jackass, and the cop he wound up getting arrested that night. It didn't have to go that far. He could have went home that night, but he wanted to. Now he got court fees and all this. He just added. What he did was, he had that power, and he wanted to fight against another power, which wasn't at. He wasn't supposed to fight at that time. That's why. Dang it, I'm gonna get it real fast. Proverbs, second chapter. I think it's like the 11th verse. Because knowledge shall preserve thee, right? No, that's Proverbs 11 verse 11. Discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of evil men, from the men that speaketh forward things, right? So, hey, man, now discretion shall preserve you. Discretion, being able to divide or discern what is going on, how you going to judge it, right? And it says, understanding shall keep you, right? His understanding, like, well, he's getting pulled over for something minor. All he had to do is his license and registration. The cop's going to tell him what he did, what's going to happen. Maybe you could talk to the cop once he come back, try to give you the, so you could try to talk your way out, maybe. But he didn't want to he didn't want to roll his window down. He wanted to talk through a crack and talking about, am I being detained? Then I'm free to go. Hey man, that it just goes to show you that Israel, they like to generate knowledge and then just do whatever, man. That's why you must understand you need an instruction. I forget where. I think. Let me see if I can find it real fast, because I think it's in. I know it's in Proverbs 6, talking about it's in the lines of the same thing that let me see what I said. Discretion shall preserve thee, right? It's in the same lines as discretion shall preserve thee, because it talked about instruction, you know, and that's what that's what we see, man, is our instruction, because we see the prophecies, and we're being instructed to a okay, hold on, right here. Proverbs 6:22, when thou goest, it shall lead thee. Right. And when you go, it's going to lead you. What's that? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. It's going to lead you. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandments is a lamp, and the law is light. And reproof of instruction are the ways of life. So yeah, man, that's the way of life, is being corrected, man. The scriptures talk about train up a child in their way, man, and when he gets older, he's not going to depart from it. So that's the things, that's what we're gearing up to. That's what the things we're trying to do, is renew our faith day by day. Shut off this old man, get more spiritual, and then just be totally coasted in the spirit, man. Because these times to come, as soon as it's like one slip mistake cause a life, man. One slight mistake. All right. Let me go ahead and start getting to the lesson. I'm going to go grab Isaiah 41, verse 21. It's a little hot in here. It's Isaiah 41, verse 21. Proceed your cause. Produce your cause, saith the Lord. Bring forth your strong reason, saith the King of Jacob. Right? So, hey, bring forth your strong reason. So what's going on? You know, let me keep reading. Let them bring them forth and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former things what they be, that we may consider them and know the latter end of them, to declare us things to come. So yeah, like Islam doesn't tell you that, look, Esau, he's the damn so-called, he's a so-called white man, right? Esau, right? He's the devil, and he is the wicked son of Jacob, his evil twin brother. And what he's getting ready to do is come down hard on Jake. Not just Jake, but the whole entire planet, man. He's gonna come hard, having no mercy. You know, I just thought of something. I'm gonna just finish this off, and I'm gonna grab a quick precept. Show the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods. Yeah, do good or do evil, that we may know, that we may be dismayed and behold it together. Right, man. So they want to know, like, yo, tell us what was in the beginning, what was at the end. You know, what's going on? Like, so we could put it all together. Behold, ye are nothing. But yeah, that was about it. Let me grab this, because this is the thing, man. There's a lot of knowledge out there, right? So like I said, power without knowledge is useless. Power without instruction or vision is useless. All right. So that's what we're using our powers for. It's ultimately, our vision is to finish our task, through faith, because we don't know how we're gonna completely do it, but we know all we got to do is keep working at what we're doing, and then we will get rewarded for our works. Let me grab one real fast. Nope. 6 and 10. It was 2 I was thinking about. This is Hebrews 6 verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shown toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints, and do minister. And we desire the same, everyone, Yeah, man, yeah. So the Lord is not unrighteous to reward us, man. So you're going to receive a reward, Amen. That's why it's cool. I just remembered James, the first chapter, man. He that endure. We're looking to endure. We're looking to finish our task, our course, whatever the Lord puts in front of us. We want to be able to finish it. James 1 and verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Right, so that's, hey, you gotta be a part of that love of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. If you're not a part of that love, you're a heathen. Period, man. That's why 2/3 is considered as heathens, because they're totally against the Lord, 100%. That's why if you, there's like the brothers talk about, there's no gray area, you know. It's either you all the way in or you all the way out. So right, you got to be all the way over here, and you can't like after this point, it's like you can't. There's no like right here, because you going, man. You all the way. Nah, man. He's not. And the Lord said he's a man of war. If you go into war with somebody, you don't want someone that's iffy. You want to make sure like I'm able to handle over here, you're able to do what's over here, and we're gonna hold it all down, man. This is Isaiah 14 verse 21. Prepare slaughter for the children, for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, to fill the faces of the world with cities, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Right? We don't want Esau to fill his face throughout the whole world, man, which he already have done. You know, so that's why I said prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land. Right? And that's what we're telling these people, man. This guy needs to be taken out completely, because there's no rest. Let me get it. Salakia. Then I'm gonna get to Jeremiah. This is Isaiah 48 and 22. This is Isaiah 48 and 22. There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked. Right, man. So you could try to make peace, you could try to make friends with Esau, these so-called white people. Hey, it's gonna totally backfire, man. It may be 10 years from, you may know this man 10 years, and then, hey, man, when that white man can't eat, man, he going, nah, man, nah, he's not with it, man. He's not gonna be with it. Right? So yeah, bring forth your strong reason, man. And that's our strong reason. Our strong reason is to let these people know, look, what happened in the beginning is the same thing that's getting ready to happen in the end, man. Abel was killed by Abel was killed by Cain. So Cain is Esau. We're Abel, the children of Israel, and Cain is getting ready to come after us, man. He's already after us on a low spectrum. All right. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me think. Right, man. Yep. We're gonna go ahead and just jump into Jeremiah, 2nd chapter. Grab some things off of there, and then venture out. The Spirit take over. Jeremiah 2 verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Go and cry in the ears of Jerusalem, saying, Thus saith the Lord, I remember thee, the kindness of thy youth, the love of thy espouse, when thou wantest after me in the wilderness, in the land that was not sown. Right? Espouse meaning a wedding, right? Because that's a beautiful time when two young individuals get together, that's beautiful, is they're getting ready to bring forth more abundance of life. Verse 3, Israel was holy unto the Lord, and the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come unto them, saith the Lord. So, hey, man, the Lord's going to hold you down, man. Hey, we're the first fruits of the Lord's increase. All right? Hear ye the word of the Lord, O house of Jacob, and all the families of the house of Israel. Right? So that's not pertaining to anybody that's outside of Israel, man. That's all within inside Israel. Because what people have the lack of understanding of is that Israel was scattered abroad throughout the whole four corners of the earth. So you're going to have You're going to have Israel in all different kindreds. Ishmael, the East Indians, My bad, Elam, the East Indians, Ishmael, the Iranians, Ethiopians, Chinese, all of these people, there's going to be Israelites that's going to be inside those things, inside those nations. All right. But those are still Israelites because their lineage goes back to Israel, the chosen line of the world, man. The Lord's chosen people. Verse 4. Hear ye the word, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone afar from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain. Neither said they, where is the Lord that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, that led us through the wilderness, through the land of deserts and of pits, through the land of drought and of the shadow of death, through the land that no man passed through, where no man dwelt. Right? Because you can't dwell in the desert. There's no water. This plant life is not out there. It's deserted. It's desolate. I will bring you into a plenteous country to eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land and made my inheritance an abomination. So, right? Hey, that's what we did, man. And Baruch, I was going over Baruch like 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday. And Baruch was letting us know, man. Hey, man, you done messed up because you going against the Lord, man. Let's see if I could just grab one real fast. I'm coming. Right, this is Baruch 2, verse 5. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord, our power, and have not been obedient unto his voice. So that's the whole reason why we're in a predicament today, because we didn't hearken, right? And then the whole thing is to hearken unto the Lord's voice, man. Listen to the brothers, do what you're told. I'm gonna jump down. If I will plead with right, I'm gonna just jump down to 11. I'm gonna jump around. This is Jeremiah 2, verse 11. Have a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doeth not profit. Right? So that's what Israel had done, man. Going to Islam, going to Christianity, going to all these Buddhism, right? And all these other gods that's out there, man. Have a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for, verse 12. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate. Thus saith the Lord, right? So, hey, man, the Lord is not playing. He said, be ye horribly afraid. Hey, you know what? Let's do that. With that word horribly. 12. All right. Okay. All right. So the word horribly in Jeremiah 2 and 12 is Sharai, and it says to storm, shiver, dread, bristle, to be afraid, to dread, to weep away, to sweep away. It says to storm away of God's action against the wicked. Yep. To storm away of God's actions against the wicked. Right? And that's what's coming, man. He said be afraid, be very afraid. To be stormy, be tempestuous exceedingly. Let me just make sure that's what that said. Okay. Paste that.
Tempestuous.
Tempestuous. Whew. Let me see something. It said exceedingly. Let me just do this real fast. See if we can just find some quick words for tempestuous. It says tempestuous. Late 14th century, late Latin, tempestuous, stormy. Let me just see. Do this.
Turbulent.
Turbulent. Okay. It says stormy, turbulent. You know, when you're on a plane, you know what's going on. It says weather, season, occasion, time. Nah, man. The turbulent is good because you know when you on the plane you having some severe turbulence. It wakes people the hell up. Like they know they about to die, or they have that sense you're about to die. It said to whirl away, be stormed away, to storm against, come as a storm. Yeah, man, and that's how the Lord's going to visit these people, man. You know, through thunder, lightning, tempest. All right. Yeah, it says be astonished. You know, the word astonished is be like it's another word for it is senseless. You know, because you're gonna see that coming of the Lord's angels, and you're gonna be astonished, right? For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living water, and hewn them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. So a cistern is a well or a pit, right? But these mother effers have went to, you know, made pits that have it's of no value. Okay, all right. So I'm the young lion roared upon him and yelled at, and they made his land waste. His cities are burned without inhabitants. Nah, we want to get. I want to jump down. Hast thou not procured this unto thyself, and that thou hast forsaken the Lord thy power, when he led thee by the way, and now has, verse 17, verse 18, and now what hast thou to do in the way of Egypt, to drink the water of Sihor? Or what hast thou to do in the way of Assyria, to drink the water of the river? Right? So those places had a philosophy, a way of life. Like, why are you going to go there for to think you're going to prosper off of it? You know, to be satisfied, you know, because that's what it eat. You know, you drink water to get satisfied, to get some thirst. Thy own wickedness shall correct thee, thy backsliding shall reprove thee. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing and bitter, that thou hast forsaken the Lord thy power, and my fear is not in thee, thus saith the Lord of hosts. Right? So, hey man, that's a problem, man. The Lord does not. Hey, he's gonna make sure he's gonna get busy. For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou saidest, I will not transgress. Right? So that's Jake right there. You already know. They get hemmed up by the cops. Oh, I'm never gonna do this again. I swear. This and this and that. 2 weeks. Oh, let me read so I don't mess it up. When upon every high hill and under every green tree, thou wouldest play the harlot. Right. So, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I'm never gonna go and worship Allah again, or but Baal. I'm not gonna worship Dagon, the fish god. I'm gonna go ahead and buckle down and do what's need to be done. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? For thou hast washed thee with nectar, and take thee much soap, yet thy iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord. How canst thou say, I am not polluted, I have not gone after Baal? See thy way in the valley, know what thou hast done. Thou art a swift dormitor traveling her way. Right, that's a camel, right? A wild ass, right? Because you just have an animal just wandering, in their own way, right? So look, watch this. I'm gonna explain furthermore. A wild ass used to the wilderness that sniffeth up the wind at her pleasure, right? See what's going on, trying to get some food in her occasion. Who can turn her away? All they that seek her will not weary themselves. In her mouth they shall find her, right? It's talking about wisdom. Verse 25, withhold thy foot from being unstood, and thy throat from thirst. But thou saidest, there is no hope. No, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go. And that's why the Lord don't want you, man. Because Jake is just totally a total backsliding. Okay. We might have to. But yeah, man. That was the point, man. Jake, Jake. They just want to do their own thing, man. So they don't have a vision. They got their vision is set on things that they want to do. They want to be able to go do this, go do that. But the Lord just wants you. Hey, the time that we have is not our time. The time is to serve the Lord, and that's our time. That's our great benefit. Hey, the Lord said He's going to repay. He's going to pay us 100-fold. Let me get that before I close it out. I want to stay on there. What's his name? This is Matthew 19, verse 28. And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon 12 tribes, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Right? And we're considered as the last, man. People look at us wearing these so-called, what they call dresses, They call us dresses, but yeah, we're going to be judging them like, now look, We probably won't do that because, hey, man, it's about repenting, man. Repenting and showing mercy, We'll call hello, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Karpadash, double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers, doing the work in sincerity and truth. Amen. Endure, receive that crown of life. Pray for one another, teach one another, each one teach one. Two is always better than one, man. So pray for the fold to come in, so we could be that much delivered, out of here. Hey, shalom. Call all your Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Karpadash.